All right, so here's another recording that is a continuation of one I did last year, and it talks about Scherie Murray. And the first knows this is the Jamaican conservative who was running against Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez last year, or she announced that she's going to run. And yeah, when I did that video on my main YouTube page, oh, a lot of people were triggered by that. A lot of suspected white supremacists and their fellow travelers. Because let's just call a spade a spade. That a lot of them didn't like the fact that I called up one of their chosen puppets. All right, because thing you have to bear in mind with this woman, even though she's Jamaican, most Jamaicans with common sense don't really mess with her because of the party she's running. Because she's basically on board with the Trump regime, all right. And for what I'm understanding, interesting enough is that she used to be a Democrat, but just like or the commander in chief Trump, she switched over to the other side for opportunistic reasons, obviously. But interesting enough, she recently withdrew from the race, all right, and right. And I think she was basically saying she's hampered by coronavirus restrictions, which is like it's an excuse though. It's just basically what happens. A lot of people weren't messing with her. Like her own party, a lot of those diehard racists that they don't care about her. Like she's just there to take up space, all right, until they find someone, until the candidate they really wanted to run the gauntlet stepped up. They had no real long term plans for her, and like I said, most of the black community, which she apparently claimed that she wanted to represent, they don't mess with her because they all see her as a traitor. And I remember the thing I was saying that, unfortunately, with her, she symbolizes the type of Jamaicans that we have, the type of Caribbeans that are prevalent, though the the host Negro Bedouin class, though, and as a Jamaican, I unfortunately have to admit that. Because we have a lot of Scherie Murrays in Jamaica, especially in both the political parties we have and in other high positions throughout society. All right. And the thing is, like I said, like people like Scherie Murray are the reason why African Americans have this trust issues with blacks from all across the pond in the Caribbean, in Africa, Europe, South America, Latin America, Canada, whatever. And they're basically saying, okay, this is the reason why we kind of have this. We have these reservations about some of our own so-called brothers and sisters who are not foundational Black Americans, right? And she symbolizes a can that type of person, right? And like I said, that this is what the purpose of that video is to show. This is show the consequences of being a traitor, right? And she paid that consequences because she basically did not. She basically knew the writings on the wall that her political career wasn't really going anywhere. So she said, you know, I'm just gonna do other stuff. Yeah, she's claimed that she's not in a political career, but yeah, I don't think she gets a hand. I guess decide whether or not her political career is going to continue because nobody really messes with her. Because even when I saw that clip, that cringeworthy clip where she's dialoguing with Sean Hannity on Fox News, she didn't believe most of the BS that came out of her own mouth. That they gave her a script, and due to the fact that she's obviously not a very good actress, it just felt like her facial expressions and her words it didn't really match up. So it does basically she is, as I said before online, she is just basically the Jamaican version of Candace Owens. Like both of these so-called black females are opportunists who don't believe a damn thing they say, right? Or even better, she's like another Omarosa, like just being an opportunist, just for their own ambitions. And look where Omarosa is right now. She's persona non grata, and Scherie Murray is basically in the same boat. Well, she never left that boat, to be honest. All right, but that's what the purpose of me doing that first recording was. That's to show you the type of traitors we have within the black diaspora, and these are the consequences traitors do end up paying. Because her own party did not care about her. Nobody outside the black community messes her, and the black community, whether in America or in the Caribbean don't mess with her either for the most part. And it's not because she's a Republican. She could be a Democrat as well, and she should still deserve to call out. But that's basically my thing on Scherie Murray. But I'm gonna put some state of Jamaica and the Caribbean this time. All right, because and the funny thing is, I want to know all those people who are mad at me for posting that video of me, all the trolls who ended up blocking and deleting afterwards. What you have to say now about your girl? All right, now that she's been cast out, I want to see if you're going to still defend her. I bet you won't. Anyways, it's for again State of Jamaican Caribbean. Check my YouTube page, Miles Goose and Fair, and Miles Jeff Productions. Okay.